Ah, feels good to kill shit. We run, but just still can't hide. Jump the stairs! Jump the stairs. Hey, you're not in your office.
Langlin informed me of the ambush at the cargo port. Apparently there are more eyes on us than even I thought. I have felt a disturbance in the Force. It leaves doom imprinted on my dreams. A grave and mysterious threat that could bring down my entire power base. This frozen man is a top Republic agent captured while investigating my most deeply embedded spy on SWTOR, one of my invisibles. The Force grants me a vision of doom, and immediately, my untraceable spy, who has left no footprints, no trail, is almost exposed. It makes me furious.
Well, then again, he was dealing with Han Solo.
Instead of whining, do something about it.
Oh, I'll do something about it. One of the things that I do best. Torture. I must learn what tipped off the Republic agent. He is the key to uncovering the nature of this threat. Now, while I fall the prisoner and painfully siphon every morsel of information I can from him, I have some concerns that require your special talents.
Why can't I watch?
I'd like to stay and watch the torture, my lord.
You can watch me torture the next prisoner. Go to the Imperial post in the jungles outside the city. Commander Pritch is stationed there. He has a seek and destroy task for you.
I do prefer seek and destroy, but
I don't take orders from lackeys.
Pritch is merely relaying information, apprentice. I must tend to the torturing of this miserable Republic agent. Waste no time. I have more for you to do once this is complete. You are dismissed.
Fine. Hello, basic accommodations. That is what I'm talking about. Ooh, what are we up to now? 28. That is good. What is that? Let's go sell some junk.
28 basic accommodations is very, very lovely. Although it's still not what we need. I do believe with the current as it stands, you need for like all pieces of gear moddable, you need 50 to mod yourself out, which is insane in the membrane, but completely doable. Hey there. Yeah, shut up, woman. Actually, there is a. Oh, don't walk off the edge. What are you doing? There's a Medroid over here that I'm going to talk to sell some junk in my inventory.
Products only as intended. Be well.
Be well. You, lady, make me these stems.
Whatever you say.
Stems are lovely. Lovely.
Destination.
Okay, let's see.
Enjoy your stay.
Where's he at? I see that right? Wow, he is way over there. Okay, so I need to go to Outpost Tempest.
Ready for departure.
I don't know why it's sending me there when my missions are closer to this
Enjoy
one.
your stay.
Something I never really understood about this game. Like, it'll send you to a particular speeder. It'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't the closest speeder, but I'm gonna send you there anyways. And then you're just all like, dude, the fuck? I'm trying in my mind. There's not really to talk about while traveling, except just kind of look at the forest. This game is very pretty. I always love this game. It was so damn good. One of the better ones I've played. Just fly right over enemies. Because, screw you guys, I'm going to the speeder. I think it's, once we get Vet back, which will be shortly. Okay, so we're gonna, oh, how do we get there? Let's go back this way a little bit. Once Vet comes back, we'll go and take on that heroic, and probably die, but it's okay. I'll take it. Or we can, actually, let's wait until we're, like, level 15 or so to do that one. Because it is a heroic too, and not saying that it's going to be too difficult, but...
Lord Drow.
Exactly as reported. A Degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle. Good. Good. Welcome, apprentice. Your timing couldn't be better. I am Lord Drow. When the Empire encounters resistance on its conquered worlds, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Dromund Kaas.
Welcome to the Imperial capital, my lord.
Just the right tone of obedience. You'll be an excellent asset here.
Dude, you
Situation is this. A Sith Lord was constructing a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished, and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
Sounds like the perfect opportunity to thin the slave population.
Slave deaths will be a byproduct of my plan, but not the focus. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. The victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects, they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
You're good at
What a
this.
disturbing experiment. You're quite the sadist, Lord Drow.
Please, there's no need for flattery. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slave's water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage. The work is dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
Oh, I'll help. Ready when you are.
Anything for a fellow Sith.
Superb. Then let's get started. My assistant, Sergeant Slarin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
Okay. Oh, welcome back, Vet. And, ouch, actually got 5 out of that. Sweet. So now what we do is we reverse engineer this stuff. I'm going to reverse engineer 3 for now, just in case. And reverse engineering, it'll actually give us the schematic to the next tier of stems, which in our case is, go in here and you go to stem, and now you see that we have a blue one, which is a higher rating. So here's the green, and it says that it increased our strength by 16 and power by 6 for 60 minutes. Well, this blue one, now prototype, increases our strength by 16 and power by 6 for 120 minutes. Now, that may not be, you know, much of a difference for us, but if you really think about it, 120 minutes is 2 hours. That saves you on some stems a little bit. Kinda. Does it really, though? Eh. But for this one, we need medical supplies, grade 1. So we're going to go over here to diplomacy, and as you can see, this stuff actually requires us to have light and dark stuff, and we have to deal with light stuff, and I really don't want to get light stuff, so I'm just going to send her out on a dark side companion gift mission, because I'm not getting light side points. Fuck that shit. But let's talk to Sergeant Slarin.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he sent you for the Quell toxin.
Then hand it
Let's
over.
get this out of the way.
Impatient? Of course you are. My superior certainly knows how to choose his assistants. What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender. This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
Nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that?
I see no problem here.
It's a matter of efficiency. There's no good reason why our mission here must be prolonged. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
You overestimate yourself.
Your ego is overinflated.
I know my potential, just as I know who's holding me back from achieving it. Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
No, let's...
I want these renegade slaves to pay for disobeying the Empire.
You're not merely prolonging the slaves' agony, but my own as well. Committed to your work, aren't you? Very well. Take the Quell toxin and inject it into the slave camp's water filtration systems. See Lord Drow for your payment when you're done.
I am very proud of the work that I do. If it's making people suffer, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's grab this somehow from on the other side of it. But hey, there's one. Oh. Pick wrong area, bruh. Wow, I gotta kill 30 of you. That'll be interesting. Wow, 30 is a high number. Let's hope it doesn't take too long. Ooh, basic combination out of this.
Action is overrated.
Yeah, of course it is. Huh. We're gonna keep her out while we wait. Okey-dokey. Yeah, we're gonna keep her out while we go around and kill shit, cause it's always important. Wow. Stuff efficiently dies when I have her out. Not to say that I'm inefficient, but stuff more efficiently dies. Holy bad guys. Okay, so stuff is dying really quickly, and I am okay with that. There's the second water filter. Let us move along to the third. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the big groups here. Bigger groups, faster killing. Let's heal up a bit. Wow. Okay, so I thought 30 was going to be a difficult number to reach, but not really. I'm already up to 23. Got one more water tank to hit and 2 more filters. And there's a big group of 5. 4. 3, 2, 1, 0. None shall defy me. I will kill you all. Because I can. And because it is fun. Death to the rebels! I mean, I'm already thinning the numbers out as it is by going through and killing them all, but let's make them suffer. Yeah. Ooh, another basic combination. I love it when I get basic commendations. There we go. Back to Lord Drow. Run. Yeah, we're going right back. Pay me! I need the monies! I love the monies. You will not regret it, I promise.
Hey.
Hey!
You delivered the exact results I hoped for. Quell is like an imbibed torture device infesting those rebel slaves. It's exhilarating to see the effects on the survivors who can only stand by and watch helplessly.
Ah, how wonderful.
I'm touched by your enthusiasm.
Quell toxin will be a great asset to the Empire. Uprisings will end painfully and decisively. You've earned your reward, my friend. Now go. I have horror and despair to observe and chronicle.
I love this. I like the way this guy thinks. Basic combinations, please. Okay, let us move on.
To speaking to Commander Pritch. Is Pritch a bitch? Oh, that rhyme scheme though. Because let Pritch know that Pritches who are bitches get stitches instead of riches. I think I'm done. Okay, so we got a couple quests to pick here. Let's talk to Ensign Korean Shai.
Shai?
My lord? Look at them out there. They're like animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
That has possibilities.
I can see how a slave civil war would prove useful.
Exactly what the higher-ups are saying. That the killers could potentially be manipulated. We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes, and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
I'll make them talk.
The slaves will give up their knowledge to me.
Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
Oh. Bet you sorry, yes he will. Everybody talks in the end. Well, yeah, let's talk to Commander Pritch. Pritch the bitch.
Commander Pritch at your service, my lord. Lord Barris informed me you'd be paying us a visit. I'm prepared to offer full assistance.
You're full of enthusiasm.
Aren't you a good little soldier?
Lord Barris has always found me so, Lord. Permit me to update you on the situation here. There's been much unrest in these parts recently, my lord, capped off by a violent slave revolt that has the surrounding jungles overrun with armed slaves.
Sounds trifling.
Armed slaves? How daunting.
They've proven to be more tenacious than you would expect, my lord. What no one knows is that Lord Barris orchestrated the insurgents to disrupt one of his rivals, and he wants his involvement kept secret. Now the slave captains who led the revolt are threatening to expose Barris's involvement unless they receive more potent weapons.
They're getting greedy.
Slaves. They're never satisfied.
Having been a slave for a period of time, I'd say that's an understatement.
You'd think they know better than to blackmail a Sith Lord. Lord Barris wants you to kill enough of the blackmailing slave captains to make the others lose their resolve.
Yeah, they die. I need coordinates.
Just tell me where to go.
Slaves are scattered throughout the area, but the captains tend to congregate near the unfinished Colossus. I'll wait here for your return.
Of course you will. Everybody always leads me to do the dirty work.
Guts to sit here and wait, don't you think?
Tell him that.
Take it up with the commander. I'm sure he'd appreciate the constructive criticism.
Nah, I think I'll let him live in shame.
She's starting to get a little antsy. Valhalla.
Hey, my lord, right? Not sure about my propers with you folks. Seeing as how you're already killing slaves and causing a fuss, how'd you like to make a pile of credits?
I do like to get paid.
Can't have too many credits.
That's what I like to hear. Let me give you the lowdown. So Darth Valron is on the Dark Council, and his apprentice, Lord Ket, wants to advance, so he starts building a giant statue to his master. But Lord Ket doesn't want his master to know, so he brings in slaves from off-world. Slaves rebel, and we get this mess.
And where do I come in?
I assume you weren't hired to tell tourists the fascinating tale of the slave rebellion?
Here's where it gets complicated. Lord Ket wants to save face, but secretly. He calls in me and my mercs. By the time we get here, the slaves have captured some giant industrial drills, and they're getting ready to bring down the whole giant statue. Our best team goes in with explosives to blow up the drills. Slaves kill every last one. Got a pile of credits for anyone who grabs those explosives, hooks them to a giant drill, then fights off slaves until the explosives detonate.
Okay. Ooh, another heroic. That'll be an interesting one to try.
I
Not...
thought there weren't enough big statues on this planet.
Woman, is that all you do is complain? Seems like that's what you do. Okay, so I need to go here to search the slave cultists for clues. I need to go over. Yes. Okay, let's do that. Let's mount up.
Forgot we can do that. So used to not being able to do that on this planet that just kind of slips my mind. Not over. No, we gotta fight some slaves. Oh, lovely.
Miss me?
Nope. Not really.
Better check I still have all my parts.
Why wouldn't you? Wait. Okay, so I got 2 different bonuses. Oh, explosion! Death to everybody! Kill them all! Just asking that you'd give me a clue. I need a clue. Need me that clue. There's no leaf there. What if we can hit this? I'm gonna hit this leaf. Ooh, get the hell out of that. Oh, what the hell, man. Screw your massive AoE. Boom, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Wrecking everybody's face. Oh, right, 4. Oh, is that a clue we need? Seems like a clue. It is a clue. A blues clue.
You are not the initiate. You are Sith. You honor us with your presence, mighty lord. Welcome to our prison.
You're kind of creepy.
What sort of a freak of a slave are you?
I am Traga Unvor, leader of the Unchained. I am master of my hatred. When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
Really now?
Some elaboration is required.
I know the Sith code. Freedom comes through power, through victory. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
Are you force
You
sensitive?
may have potential, but are you strong in the Force?
My strength is in my fists, but the Force has guided me here. And it has guided you. Now you can spread word of us to the Empire. Your strength is great. With your approval, we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
Oh,
The Empire will hear your message.
As it should be. Take this datapad, my plea to the Sith Lords. For now, I am not ready to leave the Colossus. With every kill, I feel my power grow. And there are many slaves who may yet join me. But soon, we will all be ready. We will await word from the Empire.
as you were.
For now, continue your work. Kill the slaves in my name.
Farewell for now. We return to the shadows.
Well, lo and behold, we come here and find a person who is training Sith. Who would have thought? But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, slap that like button and subscribe, Skidoodles. Let me know you enjoy my content and that you want to see more. But thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Skittle, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.
Yeah.